Hi. Hey guys. I just wanted to quickly run through sort of alternate definitions of primary and secondary sources because some people are getting a little bit confused. Primary, the easiest thing to do is just think of it as firsthand, right? Primary is firsthand sources. So it's not coming from anything else besides the person's experience or the event. So that means it doesn't have to be in the past necessarily, because like you could have a firsthand experience. If I write about my experience in the coronavirus in New York, that's a primary source because I was just coming from my experience. Or if we see hospital records from right now, it's not coming from something else. It's just about what's going on. It's original. That's a primary source, even though it's modern. But it becomes a primary source because it's firsthand. And then on the other hand, secondary is just anything that's not firsthand, anything that's secondhand. So if it's coming from or created by using an original source or original sources. So if instead of the hospital record, it's an article written about various hospital records and what they mean, that becomes a secondary source, even if it was created around the same time, just a little bit after the primary source. And a source is anything that gives us information. So it can be a video, it can be a publication, it can be a person, it can be an object. So we're going to look through a couple real life examples if you'd like, if you're feeling confused and need to refresh on the difference. So if I look at, oops, no, that's the answers. So if I find a letter to one of my friends in the locker room, and you know it's private, but you want to read it, the letter is what? The letter is firsthand thing, so it's a primary source, right? On the other hand, if you're watching ESPN, and just a video of the game that they're playing, that'd be a primary source. But what if the reporter said he had heard good reviews about a new sports movie? So when he's talking about the movie, he becomes a secondary source, right? He's telling you, you're getting secondhand information about something original, which is the movie. Textbooks are the classic example of a secondary source to learn about US history. On the other hand, if my friends and I found an old wedding dress in the attic and my father said it belonged to my grandmother, the dress is a primary source because it's an original, right? So I think you guys can figure this out, but if you want to quiz yourself on the rest of them, they'll be sorted in the next slide. Yeah, and if you have any questions, certainly let me know. Then after this, we'll move into how to research primary sources, which is the primary focus of today.